Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen, and this is Cooking with me, John. And today we're doing the Alfredo, the best damn Alfredo ever. I got this off of, I don't know. It doesn't have anything on here. So where I got it from, but I changed this recipe for what we like. So this is going to be up to you. I'm making two versions of this. One is for mushroom Alfredo, and that's for Tabitha, my wife's bestie friend. The other one is chicken Alfredo, and that's for my wife. So let's get cooking and let's see how this Alfredo comes out. All right, so you make up your noodles, 1 pound. Now, I put a little olive oil in here with a little garlic granules because, give the noodles some flavor. So, and also not have them stick up so much. So that's all done too, the way my wife likes them, about 10 to 12 minutes. We got our 2 frying pans. And what we're gonna do, so we're going to make up the mushrooms and the chicken now. Then we're going to get to the Alfredo. So we're going to put 1 scoop, 1 scoop. You don't have to do the garlic, everybody. I am a garlic freak, I hate to say. So let's get this on the stovetop and start getting this stuff melted. Let's get this turned on, about medium high. Get this one turned on, about medium high. And we're gonna do the 2 at the same time. What I like to do is take your mushrooms, you can clean them, so on and so forth. I'm just gonna roughly chop them up. You could leave them big like this. I'm just gonna roughly go over them. Depends of how big of mushrooms you want. So like I said, this is for my wife's bestie friend, Tabitha. She just loves this. I call this not Alfredo, I call it liquid cheese. My wife always says there's nothing wrong with having too much cheese. I think so. So let's get those mushrooms put off to the side. Now we're letting that butter and garlic warm up over there. Our noodles are done. We're gonna get this going and we're gonna put this off to the side so then we can assemble. It's a little bit different when you're cooking this for dinner, let's say tonight, let's say you're gonna go with dinner, then you would, this is doubled right now, but then when you make the Alfredo, you just put your mushrooms or chicken or shrimp into it. Ooh, I could hear that butter sizzling. That's good news. So, like I said, I'm just roughly cutting them up to get them. Not so big, but different sizes, different chunks. That's what I like to do. We're gonna put this down here. Okay. And I already had the chicken cut up and it's been in the refrigerator seasoning. So let's get over to the butter now. All right, so just make sure you get that over and the butter nice and melted, just like this. With the garlic, you could start smelling the garlic releasing, and that's good. Fresh garlic, or cheat like I do. Let me grab my secret ingredient. And now I'm gonna get the mushrooms in this one for Tabitha. And put a little SBGO on it, the secret ingredient. And then we're gonna mix this up and get that butter and garlic all in there. I used 4 tablespoons of butter. That's a lot of mushrooms. Okay, so that's going that way. Now this is going good. I like the garlic. It's starting to brown up a little bit, if you could see that. And what we're gonna do now with this one is we're gonna put the chicken in there for my wife. And we're gonna spread this around. Now Tyson makes, okay, we're gonna turn that down. Tyson makes like pre-cooked chicken in a freezer bag or in the near the grocery. Where would that be considered? At Walmart by us, it's right there before you get to the meat section. So they make already pre-ready done chicken and steak for like fajitas. You could use that, but that's kind of expensive. So we're moving that all the way around. It's getting nice and golden brown. We're gonna bring this up. Oh, the mushrooms are starting to release the flavor because you can really smell it good. We're gonna turn this down just a tad to medium. And what we're doing is we're getting this really nice. If you could see that. Oh yeah, that's getting really nice. Now back to the chicken. This isn't gonna take long for the chicken because it's nice and small and cubed. And what we're looking for is once you push down and it easily comes apart, then you know your chicken is tender and they'll be all cleared. So we're just gonna put that like that. See now how the juices are releasing in the mushrooms? You can start seeing this. So we're gonna keep on working that so they don't burn. And we're just going back and forth. Now I could use 2 spatulas, but my wife doesn't mind mushrooms. Tabitha doesn't mind chicken. So if there's a little bit, who cares? This is for them. But this is a meal prep. Every time we cook certain things, there's just certain people that say, hey, can you make extra for me? And I'm like, no problem. We don't care. It's a lot of fun. So really, I cook for the Waltons. You know, a family of 12. See? Now look at how that chicken just split apart like that. I just went like that a little bit, and that chicken just split right apart. And that's totally clear now. Chicken is almost done. The mushrooms are getting golden. Now, I don't really need to put any SBGO on the chicken because I already did, but you season it the way you want. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on to give it a more evenly coat. And then we're just gonna work the chicken. This isn't that hard to make. And since this is a meal prep, you know, you would do this, then you would make your Alfredo and then you would put this in the last stage. But we're gonna do it a little bit different because we're doing it as meal preps and we're separating it. I wasn't gonna cook 2 separate. I'm just gonna make a double batch. So, oh yeah, there's no more pink. Yeah, there's no more pink in there. That's all gone. I'll take this out. I'll call for my guinea pig. She was just walking by. She's not feeling too good today. Got a little allergies, sinus. So we gotta make her some nice food to get her better. Hey guinea pig, I got some chicken for you. Her favorite. I told her, I said, you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you go to the pearly gate and then meet God and he's a chicken, because I get to see her chasing God through heaven with a fork and a Sweet Baby Ray's. You know.
That's very good.
Is it?
Yep.
tender? I can pull it then.
Very good, very tender. Very
All right. She says, the guinea pig says.
Thumbs up, guinea pig.
It's guinea pig approved. All right, so you can drain this, but I'll use a spoon to get that, you know. But we just work that garlic, the salt, the pepper, the onion into this. She's really gonna like that. Oh yeah, look at that. That just splits right apart. All right, we have our stuff over here. Our pads to put down. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. We're gonna turn this off. We're gonna let that just sit there and simmer in its own delicious juices. And then we're gonna check these mushrooms. Yeah, these mushrooms are perfectly done. Look how golden brown those are. All right, and I think we're done with that. Let's turn that off. All right, so now we're gonna make the Alfredo. So, it calls for 2 cloves of minced garlic. So what I did, you know, I just don't feel like cutting up the garlic and all that type of stuff. So I used 2 heaping tablespoons of minced garlic. And then it calls for, okay, a half a stick of butter, unsalted. I used a full stick, this is doubling, and 2 more. So 2 more ounces. So it's a total of 1 1/4 sticks of butter. And then what you do is you melt this, so you're just swishing this around. You're getting this all melted up. Let me get a, they're way over there. You see, unprepared. John is always so unprepared. My little spoon holder. The jerky's going, everything is going, we're getting the meal preps going, multiple videos going at the same time. Oh yeah, get that butter nice and melted. All right, so what you do is you make up your noodles like we did, and then I made up the chicken and the mushrooms, and I'm doubling this so everything is doubled. I'll get this recipe up on for everybody so you can download it. All right, that is looking really good. And I changed this to different types of cheese. I couldn't get my white cheddar, so I'm gonna go with provolone and Mott's as my other cheese. So let's get that down to medium heat. Okay. And now it says to pour in whipping cream and bring it to a simmer. Now it's for 1 pint of whipping cream. Since we're doubling this, we're going to use a quart. That's 2 pints, if I remember right. And we're going to pour that in. And you can go with heavy or a regular. I go with the heavy because that's what she likes. And watch that splashing, like I just did. So you bring that up, bring your temperature down, and let's get this simmering, okay? Oh, that chicken looks so good. So do the mushrooms. I got to steal a little mushroom. Cook's prerogative. That's good mushrooms. Now I'm going to mix this up. Get that butter and that heavy whipping cream all put together. We're at medium, so I'm just going to go a little higher, and we're going to get this simmering, okay? Now, when this starts simmering, everybody, you're going to go and put in 4 ounces of cream cheese, but since it's double, it's 8. So we're going to put this whole amount of cream cheese. We're going to get this ready while that is going. And the best thing for your cream cheese, everybody, is bring it out, let it sit out for a little while. It's not going to hurt it, but it will be a lot easier to get this all mixed up. This is a lot of stirring too, everybody. So be prepared to stir, 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 and stir some more. You know, if you have a dedicated stirrer in the house, call them over. All right, the cream cheese is ready to go in. This is not simmering yet. believe this is why it's so good, the cream cheese. Let's get that thrown away. Now, you could use different flavor cream cheese too. Why not? You know, you could use the garlic, the onion, whatever is out there. Whatever you want to try. But this is just the basic recipe right here. So we're getting this all going. She's not simmering yet, so we're going to go up a little higher. You got to watch with the heavy cream. You don't want it to be too, you know, because you could burn it. So you want to make sure that you're going back and forth and you're just double checking everything. Okay. And that is heating up really nice. So now we're going to put half of the shredded cheese in at this time. It calls for 6 ounces, okay, of Parmesan, and or it had a bunch of others. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Parmesan, and then I'm going to do the mozzarella and provolone. So 6 ounces for one batch. So I have about 11 ounces sitting over here, and I'm using off the block. Everybody knows I work for Sargento. If you watched any of the videos, they have nothing to do with this, but I love their cheese. It melts and it works so well. And we're gonna put 2 packages of 5 ounce, and I have a little bit left right here. And then I'm just gonna go, since I don't have the white cheddar, I'm gonna go with a little bit of the mozz and provolone, because we could always add more cheese. That's the way my wife looks at it. Now the edges are starting to simmer, so that means that's good. It looks like she's starting to thicken up a little bit. We're gonna bring her down a little bit. Make sure you have a big enough pot for this, because let's say you were making this for dinner, then you would put your chicken in here, your mushroom, your shrimp, or both. But you might wanna just do it this way too if you got multiple people. Well, I want chicken, or you know, I want the shrimp and mushroom. So now it asks for all of the cream cheese. And do not do what I usually do by launching this up too high. Bring that down. Boom, there we go. Let's get the rest of that cream cheese off there. We bought it, we're gonna put it in there. Now that's starting to boil, so we're gonna bring that down a little bit. Now we're gonna move this over here, throw this away, and we're gonna whisk this. And it is better too if you would cut your cream cheese in little chunks. I just put it all in and just start working it. Slowly breaking it up, okay? Now it says to put in half of your cheese too. So, that's 1 package. We're on medium heat. She's boiling pretty good. And I'm gonna take this half one, this probably's got an ounce in there or 2. So that would be a total of 12 ounces. We're gonna put that in there. So now we got both of our Parmesans in there. Now we're gonna stir this and work this. And what you're doing is you're getting the butter to melt so it doesn't look like that. Or not the butter, the cheese. So the cream cheese is still thickening out. And what we're doing is we're melting this cheese and then infusing it into the heavy cream, the butter, the garlic. Okay? And we're gonna keep on working this. Oh, dehydrator just went off. I have to get over there very shortly. But this would be done real quick. Yeah, see, I got a little bit of the cream cheese still left. So the easier way is cube it. Okay? What you're looking for is you're looking to make sure you're not got a gob of cheese coming off. And we don't, and it's starting to get nice and thick. Okay, that cream cheese is just a little bit We still got a little chunk of cream cheese. Get off of there. And I'm going to make a mess. Okay. Now, what I do is I put Italian seasoning in here, 2 tablespoons. Okay? So get your Italian, and this is the perfect time to put it in right now because it will start working it with this next layer of cheese. All right, and just spread that around. 2 tablespoons, and now we're going to turn this down even lower and work that in. You can go with 1, or you can go with none, but I believe this will give it a lot more flavor and you'll be really surprised. Now you're going to release this slowly but surely, the Italian seasoning in here. Oh yeah, that is really looking good. All right, no more cream cheese, no more cheese, just little chunks of cream cheese, but that will slowly work its way out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that like that. And now we're going to put the rest of the cheese in and work this into it. So the other half, ooh, she's boiling. Another 5 ounce. Okay. And then I usually did the white cheddar, white sharp cheddar, but I couldn't find any at the store. So I'm going to put some matzo provolone, nice handful like this, and just plop that in there, big old handful. You know, like I said, this is liquid cheese over noodles. Now we got to work this. This is a lot of cheese in there. It's getting thicker. So keep on working it. Keep on whisking it. Because you see that cheese like that? We don't want that. We're slowly breaking down the cheese. Oh, there's a big chunk of cheese right there. You know. See? That's what we're trying to melt in. So we're going to bring that back up to medium heat. Watch your temperature, everybody, and just keep on working it. And then let it sit for a second. And this, it will be so surprisingly good. Oh yeah, that is a gob of, that's liquid cheese right there. Okay, we are working this. This is going to stick to the noodles really good. Oh wow. Okay, I'm just going to let that go for a little bit more, but look at, you see, less and less. That's what you're looking for. If you want to put another handful of cheese in here, go ahead, you know. But this is pretty cheesy right now and pretty thick. And we're going to get this all assembled here. So I'm going to give this about another minute and we're going to go into assembling. Okay, so let's put these suckers together. So what I like to do is take a good scoop of noodles for our bowls here. So I think a little bit more noodles, like that. And then take a scoop of mushrooms, pour that in. Okay. And then I like to, if I could have my stuff ready. How does she like it? She likes it nice. So I'm going to put in a scoop. A scoop, that's 2. Let's go with 3 scoops. And now I'm just going to mix that up. And see how that looks with the noodles. And see if it needs any more. Good enough amount of mushrooms in there. I would say another half a scoop. And we have our first assembly for Tabitha's mushroom Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo. And that's a nice meal right there. And we're going to just take a little bit and we're just going to go like this. Now we're going to do this with each of the mushrooms, each of the chicken, and this is how we're going to make it all up for everybody. This is my assembly line for that. So, let's do one more, another big scoop of mushrooms for her. And what you can do too, so if you want to, you can just sprinkle a couple of mushrooms on top, like that. We got enough for, she wanted 3. So another thing of mushrooms. Okay, so now we're gonna mix this up. Oh, this came out so good. It's kind of thick, kind of runny, but it's just perfect because it's gonna stick. You see how it's sticking to the noodles? There's 2. And there's 3. And we're gonna give her 4 in this one because that's what we did in the last one. And I think there's a little bit more noodles in this one. We're just gonna mix this up. Okay. What you're doing is you're looking how you want it. Ooh, launched, caught. So, and just a little bit more in this one. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect for the Tabitha. She gets 1 more of these. So let's put that one in this bowl. This one's got a little bit more than the last one. I put a little bit more noodles in this one. We're gonna make sure this comes out. Just look at how beautiful that is with the seasoning and everything. So like I said, I'm just gonna drizzle a little on top for her, like that. And then I'm gonna take a few of the mushrooms and just drizzle it on top for her. So there's her second bowl. We got 1 more to make for her, and I'll do this, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do my wife's. It's gonna be a little bit easier. Okay, my wife and my son. Okay, so I think that's quite a bit, as much noodles. So we did 4 last time. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Those are bigger scoops. 3, 4. Those are a lot bigger scoops than this time. So let's put the last of her mushrooms with the garlic in there. We'll save a couple of mushrooms to shrimp, to put on the top. And let's just get this all mixed up. Even if you did it this way and you're all like, well, it's getting kind of cool, you could put it on your plate, pop it in the microwave for 10 seconds. That'll warm it all up. That is nice, perfectly done right there. So let's get her next one. So Tabitha is taken care of. Now she's the only one in her family that eats this. And she likes these bowls because then if she doesn't get to it all in the week, she freezes it. So let's go. Just drizzle a little bit more. This one's got a lot on there. We're gonna put the last of those mushrooms, just kind of give her a couple of, make her look at that and go, oh, mushrooms. All right, that pan is done. Uh-oh, we made a mess. Oh yeah, that's cheesy. That's really cheesy. Now, for my wife and my son, we're just putting it all in there. Okay? them noodles are still really hot on the bottom. And then we're gonna go now. I could have just put the noodles in the bowl and then just pour that on top, but with a meal prep, you know, anything with noodles and that type of stuff, you're going to be mixing that all up when you warm it up, so I'm just helping them out. Okay, we got more. Now I'm leaving a little bit left in there for them if it looks a little dry, and then get that put on top. You know. All right. See how many bowls we can get out of this one. We got some noodles there, so get some chicken in there. Talking about making a mess, everybody. Nah. A little bit more on that one. Yeah, just a tad more. There we go. Let's get the next, what is this, 1 or 2? Oh, we got 2. That's good. Cooking is not always going to be clean and easy like that. You're going to get a little dirty sometimes. But that's okay, right? That's why I wear my apron. You know. I don't want to be cooking with a 3-piece suit on. But we're getting that. It's a lot. Ooh, there's a lot of chicken. So let's get some chicken in there. Let's get some chicken in this one. And some more in that one. Okay. We're going to get the rest put in here. Wow, that is some gooey. Hey, guinea pig. Let's see if she hears me. I don't want to be too loud, you know, for her. Let me see, what was I going to do, everybody? Can you take a bite of this and see if it's good for you? What was I going to do? Oh, I know what I was going to do, everybody. See, the times don't always work so good in my brain. So I was going to scrape out more of... There's my wife, right, and off to the side. Here. Here's a fork for you. Let's see if that's going to be okay for you. Okay, so we got that. We got a little bit left in here. So let's see who needs a little bit more. This one, this one. Oh, this one definitely needs a little bit more cheese. I didn't say to eat the whole bowl there. How is it?
I didn't have lunch.
How is it?
It was very good.
You want me to warm that up for you?
No.
You know, we got that. other stuff coming. All right.
Guinea pig tested, guinea pig approved.
All right, everybody. Whew. That's a lot of cheese on that.
No such thing as too much cheese.
Oh yeah, there is. So you just learned how to make liquid cheese over noodles, or my wife likes to call. What is this called again? I keep on forgetting. Fettuccine.
It's the best damn Alfredo.
Fettuccine Alfredo with chicken and mushrooms. All right, we need to get cleaning up, and we got to get on to the next meal prep. Okay, everybody, that was the simple, fettuccine Alfredo. For some reason, I can't think because I'm sweating. You know, the stove is going, the dehydrator's going, you know, the windows are open. It's getting warm in here. So, simple, easy, you'll really love it. All for you to do. You could use your type of cheese. Like I said, I do use Parmesan and I like the white cheddar, but we went with the provolone and what was the other one? Provolone mozzarella. See, provolone mozzarella. So, like, subscribe, notify, share, do all that wonderful stuff. I'm glad that you came into my kitchen and seen such a easy recipe like this that the family loves. We got to get the packaged up because we got to get this over to Tabitha, her mushrooms. So we'll see you next time when you come into my kitchen, and this has been Cooking with John. Bye, everybody.